Welcome to Verity. It's Saturday, November 11, and you're watching the evening news. I'm Parson Manuel.
I'm Kathleen De Vera, and we have today's headlines.
Groups such as Kadamay, Anak Bayan, and Bayan Metro gathered to protest ASEAN for allegedly causing widespread homelessness and demolition ahead of the international event's 50th anniversary.
Experts, relief workers, and locals weigh in on Marawi's rehabilitation efforts following the city's liberation and the need to address the root causes of instability in Mindanao.
On campus, young Filipino advocates of critical thinking, or YFACT PH, visits De La Salle University Las Marinas to discuss how to combat fake news.
In sports, rising star Mclaude Guadana of Lyceum of the Philippines University, Cavite, gears up with Batang Gilas Pilipinas for the upcoming FIBA Asia to be held on February 2018.
In the world of entertainment, celebrities and netizens join the #KeepGoing campaign to raise awareness on suicide prevention, following the suicide of Nadine Lustra's brother. The upcoming 31st ASEAN Summit, to begin on November 13, has been met with opposition by various organizations after an anti-ASEAN and anti-Trump protest was held on November 6 at Mendiola Peace Arch, Manila. Correspondent Jasmine Estornilas is on the ground to tell us more.
2017 marks the 50th year of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations since its establishment in 1967, with the Philippines heading the anniversary.
In preparation for the upcoming ASEAN Summit on November 10 to 14, 60,000 security personnel have been deployed to ensure safety and order during the event. However, the upcoming arrival of ASEAN nations has ignited a protest by numerous groups rejecting the international event. Organizations such as Kadamay, Anak Bayan, and Bayan Metro pin the blame on the neoliberal policies and economic impositions of the U.S. government, the ASEAN, and the 12th East ASEAN Summit on the country's policies for allegedly causing widespread homelessness and demolition ahead of the anniversary, particularly in Mendiola of Mangahan floodway.
Yung neoliberalization na pangunahin dito sa neoliberalization na pangunahin dito, binubuksan yung Pilipinas. Yung Pilipinas para pagnegosyohan ng mga dayuhang bansa. Na pangunahin dito, papasok yung mga malalaking negosyante, kapitalista, burokrata kapitalista, na pangunahin dito talagang pagkakitaan yung Pilipino. Samantalang ang Pilipino, wala siyang patutunguhan. Kahit saan siya pumunta, basta negosyo yan, sa isang banda ganun. Baga talagang wala ng karapatang pang-tao.
The ongoing homeless camp in Mendiola, composed of Mangahan floodway residents, currently faces dispersal threats amid the government's preparation for the arrival of ASEAN, EAS, and U.S. President Donald Trump. Protest groups such as Kadamay, Anak Bayan, and Bayan Metro chapters, along with the organizations of homeless camp residents, see the action as a move to silence protests against ASEAN and Trump's visit to the country.
Kami ay kinukundina yung mangyayaring ASEAN at handa kami yung mga membro ng Kadamay at membro ng mga Anak Bayan na magprotesta laban sa kanila. At sabihin dito na si Trump ay hindi welcome sa Pilipinas. Kasi hindi siya welcome kasi gagahasain niya yung Pilipinas eh.
An estimated 1,000 families whose homes were destroyed from East Bank in Barangay Santa Lucia, Pasig City took part in the homeless camp in Mendiola on October 25.
Kami po'y naninirahan sa Mangahan floodway. Bakit kami kailangan i-demolish? Nasa batas po natin, bago ka mag-demolish o magtanggal ng ano pa man, kailangan meron kang dokumento na pwede mong ipakita sa tao at bibigyan mo yung tao ng sapat na panahon para makapag-ikit ng mga gamit. Sa kanila po, wala po silang ganong ginawa sa amin eh.
The groups held an overnight vigil on November 5, followed by a protest rally to defy the dispersal threat on November 6. A press conference for the anti-ASEAN and anti-Trump visit was also held. Prior to the expected arrival of U.S. President Trump, he was known for praising President Duterte's war on drugs, saying that he did an unbelievable job on the drug problem. Due to this, many are not expecting human rights to be at the center of their bilateral meeting.
President Trump is set to visit the country on November 12 and 13 for the special gala celebration of the 50th anniversary of ASEAN and for the ASEAN-US Summit. Jasmine Esterninos, Verity News.
Following President Duterte's declaration of Marawi's liberation from terrorist forces on October 17, experts, relief workers, and Mindanao locals weigh in on the rehabilitation efforts in the city of Marawi, noting the root causes of instability in Mindanao. Correspondent Andy Chimura has the story.
On October 23, Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana announced that the battle over Marawi had ended. However, the struggle is far from over as almost 400,000 individuals have been displaced due to the 5-month-long armed conflict that began in late May. One of the organizations that have been on hand to help the internally displaced persons, or IDPs, is the United Nations Refugee Agency, or UNHCR, who have been there since May 27, 4 days after the conflict broke out.
Most of them, the Maranaos, they would help their Christian friends to evacuate first because they knew how, if they felt very afraid, how much more their Christian friends, so they would help their Christian friends evacuate first before evacuating their own family. So there are stories of hope.
Currently, UNHCR, NGOs, and the government are working to alleviate the struggles of the IDPs through relief packs and identification cards. However, total recovery will require addressing more than the immediate needs.
It's not as simple as saying armed conflict, because there's so much more than that. Of course, so much is at play, like the peace process. Most of them have been disgruntled by the slow pace of the peace process. So UNHCR, we work with the government and other partners to make sure that these root causes are tackled. Because so long as these are not, addressed, the problem of displacement will be recurring. And there's a misconception that in Mindanao, it's all war. No, it's a misconception. They need our support, and they need our support in simple things such as being aware of the peace process, where it's at now, the status of the BBL, where it's at now. They need. I think it starts with being aware and correcting the misconceptions surrounding.
Meanwhile, Dr. Jose Ames Racina, a political science professor at DLSU-D, explains the need to address the root causes of unrest in Mindanao.
I think the Bangon Marawi incident is used to rehabilitate Marawi so that it can rise again. But in terms of unrest, it will always be there as long as the needs of the people in Mindanao are not being addressed. Because if the people are prosperous, then the problem is they have no food to eat, so they will resort to arms. But if they are happy, they are developed, and people are satisfied, then I don't think they will accept this ISIS or any other group. So the secret there is to make the Mindanao a prosperous territory. And then
Muhammad Ibrahim, Imam of Mosque Al-Huda in Tagaytay City, shared what he hopes will ensure long and lasting peace in Mindanao.
Naibabalita ng mga Muslim ay masama ang nila. So yan ang purpose na tabligh, paano ma-revive ang reality ng Muslim. Dahil ang Islam, ibig sabihin kapayapaan.
Meanwhile, Rabia Abdul Karim and her niece shared their experiences living in Mindanao as her niece escaped the Marawi siege on the first day of the battle.
Kasi usually sa amin sa Mindanao, 3 araw, inisip namin mawawala na yung gulo kasi minsan yung mga tao doon nasanay sa may nagpuputukan, pero after 3 days or 1 week, nawawala yung putukan, ganun. Pero hindi pala inasahan na yun, ahantog dun sa matagal na 5 months.
Nalaman po namin na may gera na pong mangyayari. Tapos pag gabi po, nung 5 AM po kinabukasan, nag-prepare na po kami ng mga para makalis na po kami doon.
As of now, Marawi City has only started on its long road to recovery. While the battle is over and the city is free, over 400,000 internally displaced persons still have an uphill fight ahead of them. one that will require the country to address the root causes of protracted displacement, not just in the city of Marawi, but in the entire area of Mindanao. Anri Chimura, Verity.
On campus in De La Salle University, Dasmariñas, Mark Angela Roma, founder of the Young Filipino Advocates of Critical Thinking, or YFACT PH, discussed with students the methods and importance of combating fake news, both online and offline. Correspondent Sydney Aquino has the details.
This is supposedly a conversation. I want this to be a live
DLSU-D
conversation.
student leaders combated false news with YFACT PH last October 26.
As you will know, we are faced with a big enemy out there. That's fake news.
This is what Mr. Mark Angelo Roma, the founding president of Young Filipino Advocates of Critical Thinking, points out to DLSU-D student leaders during his talk about fake news. According to Mr. Roma, Facebook has become very toxic since it is one of the main sources of fake news nowadays. He encouraged the student leaders to make the internet a friendly place by replacing fake news with stories that inspire people and combat false news by advocating responsible usage of social media. Ms. Rosani Cirile, Director of Marketing and Communications of DLSU-D, also educated the student leaders on how to effectively use different social media platforms in informing the public, especially the students about credible news information and its importance. Mr. Roma also advised the student leaders regarding the issue on how to communicate well with the student body.
Sometimes people say, hopeless scenario, hopeless case na yan. But no, there's always hope. You just gotta understand why that person is doing what he's doing and try to strategize from there.
He has also given a message to all those people who share fake news.
Well, my message to those who share fake news is don't do it. I mean, you have to understand that what you're doing will affect a lot of people. That's how powerful social media is. Like what I said earlier, you may not post it or tell a person directly, but because of how powerful social media is, it will reach a lot of audience. So that's one thing. Know that whatever actions you do, you've got to be responsible on it. And
event attendees and organizers share their insights and learnings from YFACT PH's first visit to the LSUD.
Siguro the best way to combat fake news is to educate. Educate lagi kasi it means that siguro pinapakita mo din sa ibang tao na this is what you are capable for. Kumbaga educating the people.
Kasi we're really tired na yung maglalabas na kami ng statement tulad nga nung di ba napag-usapan kanina na statement is not enough. Mas maganda yung parang may engagement sa students. So why not make this an avenue for the students to be more aware, to be more knowledgeable about certain issues. And yung last time kasi what we did is we identify yung mga issues na present for the students. So now, starting tayo today, isa sa mga issues is yung fake news. So,
the DLSUD student leaders were able to learn a lot of things from this seminar, especially about communicating and educating the students regarding fake news. This is Sydney Aquino, Verity News.
In the rookie arena of the sports scene, Mclaude Guadana of Lyceum of the Philippines University Cavite is rising up the ranks at only 16 years old as he preps with his team Batang Gilas Pilipinas for FIBA Asia. Sports correspondent Salvi Dalmasio has more on the story.
Another day, another talent has been discovered. Today, we will witness the rising of a supernova by the name of Mclaude Guadana, who is also known as a breakout star. He is from the Lyceum of the Philippines University Cavite campus and also from Batang Gilas.
Mclaude Guadana, 16 years of age, hailing from Tagaytay City, the province of Cavite, although has garnered countless praise over the past 8 years from coaches and sports analysts, yet remains humble and hungry, as reminded by the coaches of LPU team.
Gusto ko makatulong yung talent ko na basketball. Ang dami nang natulong na binibigay sa amin na mga katulad ng mga tuition sa school, nakakapasok ako ng libre.
As junior pirate, talagang malaking bagay sa team namin si Mclaude. Inside and outside the court, complete player siya. Model player namin siya, hindi lang based on his skills, at actually even outside the court.
The humble beginnings of Mclaude Guadana started when he was in primary school after joining the District 7 meet. From there, he began to step up to Southern Cavite Schools Association Unit meet, to Southern Tagalog Calabarzon Athletic Association meet, which made way for his surprise success at Palarong Pambansa 2014, where he was hailed the best power forward and most valuable player.
Yung sipag niya, shooting niya, atake, mga ganun. Mahirap po kasi siya, pigilan eh. Dahil po malakas po siya sa kanan, dahil po tumitira din po sa labas siya pong matake.
Napaka-humble niyang tao, tapos masipag, tapos laging maka-Diyos, parang ganun. Masipag nga, tapos laging extra work hard, ganun, extra training palagi.
With all his success at a young age, his passion hasn't wavered. Gilas Pilipinas has paved the way for Mclaude's skills to be seen not only in the Philippines, but also in Southeast Asia, as he was one of the representatives in Southeast Asian Basketball Association meets under 16 held last May 14 to 18, 2017. Crowned the Batang Gilas breakout star, Mclaude Guadana won the Best Player Award for their game against Indonesia, where he set rare triple-double statistics. Impressed, Coach Chot Reyes noted that he sees some of Ryan Reyes in Guadana.
Naihalin tulad ako kay Ryan Reyes sa isang magandang example kasi parang sinabi niya dun na kung nasan ako nandun yung bola, parang kumbaga mas lalo akong ginaganahan sa pagbabasketball ko kasi may PBA player sa akin na naihalin tulad.
During our daily practice, even kahit hindi games, serious talaga siya. Lahat ng pinapagawa namin, particularly yung development ng weakness niya, ginagawa niya. Kung saan sinabi namin, eto yung weakness mo, kailangan mo improve. Ora mismo, ginagawa niya.
With their predictions of sports analysts and coaches on Mclaude's road to higher possibilities in his sports career, the LPU Junior Pirate/Batang Gilas will have all eyes on him the years to come as he climbs the ranks in the Philippine basketball scene.
Idol of the game, Cobra Energy Drink. Pag meron ka nito, wala kang tuwalo. Sino pa ba? Kundi si Mclaude Guadana, who not a triple-double in this contest. Alam mo, kailangan natin i-check yung statistics, no? But
as of now, Mclaude Guadana and the whole Batang Gilas Pilipinas are preparing for the upcoming International Basketball Federation or FIBA Asia to be held next February 2018. Salvi Dalmasio, Verity.
Ang smooth ng hair mo, hair flip na yan, iba ang ganda niyan. Mag-allure ka na, allure ka na, allure ka na, allure ka na. Salon mo achieve na nga, iba ang ganda niyan. Mag-allure ka na, allure ka na, allure ka na, allure ka na.
Mag-allure ka na!
Today in entertainment, celebrities shed light on a noble cause. The hashtag Keep Going campaign has taken social media by storm as netizens across the nation unite to raise awareness on suicide and suicide prevention. Correspondent Marin Manigbas is here to tell us more.
According to the World Health Organization in 2017, approximately 800,000 people die due to suicide yearly, and there are many more who attempt suicide every year. The suicide rate in the Philippines is 2.5 per 100,000 population for men and 1.7 per 100,000 population for women. This is according to the Department of Health's National Center for Mental Health. After the news broke of the suicide of Nadine Lustre's younger brother, 16-year-old Isaiah Lustre, celebrities and netizens joined the #KeepGoing campaign in support of those struggling with mental health issues. In an Instagram story uploaded by Nadine Lustre, she posted a #KeepGoing message with a semicolon, the new symbol against suicide, signifying that one shouldn't end his or her life. Following this, the Facebook post of @HallowBay, a Nadine Lustre fan, went viral online as she tells how Nadine helped her to overcome depression through an unexpected conversation on Instagram.
So I opened up to Nadine, which is my inspiration, and I didn't even expected for her to reply, but she did. And I think that was one of the most uplifting phases of my life kasi I finally understood where I should go kasi she doesn't know me, but she gave me a little hope to keep on going and to still continue.
A few weeks ago, the #KeepGoing took the internet by storm as netizens came together to show their support to overcome depression and spread mental health awareness. Driving the conversation even more were the countless celebrities chiming in on the issue. Director Ryan Carlos, the founding director of Star Magic under ABS-CBN Corporation, shares his experience about depression and his views on #KeepGoing campaign.
They're celebrities kasi they are widely known, they have followers, so whatever they say means something to the audience. They have their circle of influence. Yes, they can help. But napaka-importante dyan yung more than the celebrities, the support of the family.
Former student athlete and now media personality Gretchen Ho championed the #KeepGoing campaign on her Twitter account to her 656,000 followers on October 10. She tweeted, and I quote, "Light up the dark for someone whenever you can. #KeepGoing," garnering 10,000 likes and 5,000 retweets. Other celebrities like Yana Valenciano tweeted this campaign as well. Depression stems from various causes and factors which are apparently getting worse. Statistics show that the youth suicide in the Philippines is on the rise. Psychologist and counselor Ms. Demetria Panganiban gives her expert advice and opinion regarding depression.
Family is the most important thing to support a person experiencing depression. No? First, the parents should be sensitive enough that different behaviors, the emotional expression expressed by their children. When I see this in the internet, the Keep On Going campaign, as part of our advocacy, also we are very appreciative with that move, no, because it will help or to psychoeducate the society how to understand the depression and how to help themselves in dealing with depression.
Unexpected yet welcome, the #KeepGoing campaign ignited interest and compassion, becoming a show of the positive force behind fame. With celebrities such as Gretchen Ho and Yana Valenciano chiming in, the conversation on mental health has been pushed through to the forefront, both online and offline. Marion Manigbas, Verity.
And that concludes the evening news for Saturday, November 11, 2017 on Verity. Thank you for watching. I'm Kathleen De Vera.
And I'm Hartz Manuel, and we of course hope to see you again here on Verity, the torch of truth.